Hello, this is Chef Andros. I am very glad to be with you once again. Today we will cut pork chops. So I bought all the ribeye chops. I asked my butcher to cut it on the bandsaw and make it shorter. So I have some spare ribs that I will cook using some sauces and make them like barbecue. And then I have the rest of the ribeye that I am going to chop into individual portions. So if you would ask me, how do you cut a pork? How do you break down a lamb or a pork or a chicken? I would always answer to you, it depends the way we are going to cook it. So in the previous video, I deboned all the ribeye steak and I made escalope cordon bleu. This time I will prepare chops to be grilled either on the charcoal or we can make them seared in a pan, or however we want to use them. So when we have our chops here, we decide we don't care about the bones. Actually, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 ribs. The rest 5 ribs. So the butcher cut it between the 5th and the 6th rib near the shoulder on this side. So the first 5 ribs are towards the neck and they do not concern us today. So we have the rest of the 9 ribs. But I will not cut 9 pork chops because they will be very, very thick. So I can score from the back side like this and see how many equal thickness pork chops I'm going to do. So I will be scoring, and I will show you on camera then, and then show you how to cut them so that we have equal thickness, so that we cook them evenly. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chops. I will come near the camera. I hope you can see the scoring. So I will start cutting. I have a wooden log on which I have placed a wax paper, a baking paper. So I cut. So the first chop, I feel that there is a rib behind. So I will cut my chop like that. And I am using a cleaver. This is a handmade cleaver. It dates from the 60s. And a friend of us made it handmade for us. So I am cutting my chops one by one, and they will all have the same thickness. So I will be arranging on my tray, and I will show you later. We can as well use a knife and cut the meat first using a knife like this, and then we use our cleaver. And this is another chop. So I will arrange all of the chops together and then show you. I will now I will not include a rib into my chop, although it will have the same meat but without a rib. So you see, this is a pork chop that has no rib on it, but it is the same meat as the previous one. Okay, so this is the third one. Then I feel a rib, so I will cut using my knife, I will separate the chop, and with few hits I can cut it. So this is the next one. Now this one is going to be with bone again, like that. There is another chop. I will show you later in the tray. They will look beautiful. Now I feel that the next chop can be cut without the rib, but still it will have the same meat. So if you are a restaurant owner and you want to have equal portions, you can use this method. So my next rib, I feel that there is a rib here. And believe me, I am going according to the scoring I did before at the back of the meat. So this is it. The next one, actually I will have a rib on it. I still use my scoring behind. This one is definitely without the bone. Like that. The next one will have a bone on it, like that. The next one now will not have a rib, but as I told you before, the meat will be enough. And now I will cut the last one. And this one is a very nice pork chop. And then I am left with one a piece of meat, which was at the end. You see, it was not a square meat, it had an angle. But still, as I told you before, I will count together with you my chops. I will turn it like this. So I am counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. As I promised before, I scored on the back side 12 pork chops. I have 12 pork chops of the same thicknesses. I will come near the camera. You can see all of my chops, they have the same thickness. So they will be like that. And the last two, like that. So you see, the only, let's say, wastage, which is not a waste, is the last chop, which was, I told you that there was an angle at the back, so I couldn't make one with great thickness on the one side and then very thin on the other side. But this one, it will be used to make some kebab or mincemeat, or I will decide what to do with the spare rib later. Maybe I can cut all of it in souvlaki, and I will use it without having any wastage. Actually, I wasted nothing. So this is how to cut the pork chops. Very soon I will break down for you a lamb, and if you would ask me now, how do you break down a lamb? I will answer in the same manner. I don't know. It depends on what the recipes will be. So I will judge how to cut the lamb depending on the menu. So if we want to make souvla, we can cut the whole lamb. We can separate the lamb chops. We can separate the shoulders or the neck or the legs. So be patient. A few days I will be back with breaking down of a lamb, especially to make souvla. Thank you very much for watching. This is Chef Andros. Bye bye.